Hello, my most beautiful friends. We are very much zoomed in because for today's video, we are just doing a good old-fashioned get ready with me. I'm gonna be just wearing pretty much a full face of old makeup minus like one or two items in here while I just kind of chat to you guys about life. I'm gonna talk to you guys about that field that caught on fire, what we're doing about our living situation, and
how someone stole my content on YouTube.
So you guys want to see all of that, well then grab a snack, grab a drink, because it is about to get juicy. Alrighty, so we are literally doing a good old-fashioned chatty get ready with me. I feel like I haven't done one of these in like a hot minute where I'm just sitting. Well, I guess I kind of do if you think about it. I do like a shop my stash, but it's kind of what I did today, but I didn't show you guys what I picked out. That's okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and just start off. So I'm gonna go in with the Thayers. This is the Hydrating Milky Toner. This is literally what I do on my way to work. I'm obsessed with this line. I'm so glad that I discovered this from the Shelby Ann viral makeup routine because it has been my go-to like skincare prep routine ever since. But I figured we could sit back today, relax, and just kind of talk about life instead of just worrying about the makeup products. Like I'll make sure I list everything I'm wearing on my face down below. But we're gonna pretty much just be focusing on just chit-chatting, okay? Like we're gabbing, like we're just two people, like we're just gabbing, like we're just having some food right now. We're gonna have a little bit of a drink. Just gonna sit back, relax, and we're just gonna shoot the shit. So let's see, where do I start off with? Oh, okay, so I guess I can kind of start off about my living situation. So if you guys don't know, I recently was talking about how I wasn't sure what my situation was gonna be like at my apartment. I've been here since, well, technically not at I've been at this complex since like 2018, but I've been at my apartment since literally 2020. And when we first moved in, I was, when I first moved in, I was really excited because I was like, oh my gosh, we got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for less than like a one bedroom, 1-bath. We were super excited. I remember like we found the old tenants that lived here because one day we saw them like moving all the stuff out, and we had already like put a bid on this apartment and we got it. So we had asked them like, hey, how are the upstairs neighbors? And they were like, oh, they're not the best, but you guys should be fine. So I didn't really think too much into it, and I should have known that their reaction and their face is kind of like, ooh, you know what I mean? And little did I know that I was signing myself up for a year of pure fucking hell. Like our old upstairs neighbors, I'll say her name because I don't give a shit. Her name was Carla, okay? And they were absolutely atrocious neighbors to live underneath. She was the same age as me, and she had like 2 or 3 kids under 5, and she would just leave them alone at all night by themselves, fending for themselves, and they would just run around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, just just screaming, throwing basketballs against the ceiling. It was just such a horrible time. Like we had so many different fights with them. We had police. We had to call police on them. Police had to get involved. The complex had to get involved. And needless to say, they eventually moved out because they were going to get evicted. But then a new company took over and ended up moving them to a completely different building way across the street. Now, the reason why they were going to evict them is because every tenant prior has completely complained about them. So they were like, enough is enough. Like, it's not, it's not just you guys. It's literally every person who's lived underneath them has complained about them. So we've lived here. I need to buy like those really big clips I see everybody freaking have because they always look so freaking nice. But then we ended up getting our new neighbors, and I freaking fell in love with our new neighbors. They're absolutely incredible. They are truly, truly one of the sweetest people out there. I love them so much, and I wasn't really sure what they were going to do because we have completely opposite leases, and as of right now, they're pretty much saying that they had, as of right now, no desire to stay, but we shall see what happens come next year. But I was like really kind of going, oh my gosh, like it's so expensive to move. Like it's so expensive to move. Like our rent, it's not the cheapest rent. Like we live in Florida. We live near Disney, so our rent is stupid compared to, what other people's like mortgages are and stuff like that. But that's just the price we pay for living in like a tourist area. And I've had some people say, why haven't you guys just like bought a house? Well, it's not so easy to buy a house. Like it's generally not that easy for us to buy a house. Corey and I are currently working on our credit to, 1, improve our credit, but 2, it's just the housing market is absolutely insane right now. Like it's truly just so insane that I'm just like, why would I want to buy a house where I'm spending so much more than what it's actually worth? So we just been renting, and it sucks because I'd rather own, and I hate the idea of moving. but we were going to end up saying, we were just going to end up being like, you know what, let's just go ahead and rent a house because, you know, we want to spend a little bit less, have a backyard. But a lot of the houses that we were looking at are all available right now. Like, we'd have to make that decision, say, okay, we're not going to renew here, and then just pray that we can find a house in November when our lease is actually up. Like, that's what we'd have to do. We'd have to say no now and then just pray we find something and get approved for it. And it's just a really risky like situation. Not to mention, we have to come up with first month's, last month's, and security deposit for a lot of these homes. So you're talking like I'm just gonna rough ball it here, probably like $6,000-$7,000, right? Because you gotta do first, last month's, and security deposit usually is a month worth of rent. That's usually what it is. And the only reason I know this is because my friends recently just did this, and this is the kind of shit that they just had to go through. I'm sorry, I just can't pull $6,000 to $7,000 out of my ass. Like, that's just not possible, especially just to rent is insane. So we're like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? And so I was like, you know what? Let's just renew for 8 months. If you renew for 8 months, we can save money and hopefully we can be in a better situation and we can just maybe go rent a home from there. Maybe homes will be more cheaper and we'll just kind of see. So that's what the plan is as of right now. We are going to just renew for 8 months. We're going to stay here. I, again, don't know what our upstairs neighbors are doing. As much as I would love for them to stay, they obviously have to do what's best for them as well. But I don't really know what their course of action is going to be, what our course of action is going to be. All I know is that I was not willing to spend $7,000 to move into a new place that we're only going to be at for like a year or two. Like, we just don't know. It's just such a shitty situation. I just really hate that like Corey and I can't be like, hey, if we can afford this more, we can afford this rent, why can't we afford this like mortgage that's like going to be cheaper? You know what I mean? So it's just, it's such a shitty situation, such a shitty time. And like, I always crack jokes because sometimes when I get into like just kind of like a shitty situation, I just have to find humor in things because if I don't, I'll spiral and I'll just go out of control. So I just try to find the humor in things because like, what else am I supposed to do, right? So I'll crack jokes like, shit, instead of freaking learning cursive like I was learning back in 3rd grade, I should have been investing into a home. You know what I mean? That's not a joke, but I really should have. I really, really, really should have been doing that. I was an idiot child, okay? I was learning how to read Magic Tree House books and learning cursive and the times table when I should have been buying a house and securing my future. I regret my decisions in life, guys. I do. Okay, so for eyes, I am going into something new, but I have the brand new Question Beauty. This is going to be Chapter 2, Fable of Spice and Bloom palette. They did send this to me my way. It is available right now if you guys do want to check it out. I do have a discount code with them. It is code Allie. Save you guys, I think, 10 or 15% off. But I'm so excited because this is their Chapter 2 palette. Let me tell you guys what it has to say. A new chapter unfolds. Fable of Spice and Bloom is the second palette in our collectibles series, a limited edition storybook of color inspired by the tension and harmony between autumn and spring. Inside, you'll find 10 ultra pigmented shades, including 5 pressed multichrome pigments in rich florals, vibrant shimmers, and earthy terracottas, each designed to capture the warmth of the falling leaves and the first blush of bloom. The color payoff is intense, blendable, and made to shift with the seasons. So I am so excited. We're going to do 2 different eye looks today. This isn't like a palette review, but like at the same time, it is a palette review because I'm getting ready, but I'm also playing with this as well. I absolutely loved the Land and Sea palette. I said they should have done like fire and water, and they loved the idea, but they did go with spring and autumn, which definitely makes sense to me. Like, you're going to have the spring side and the autumn side. I think it's actually a really, really beautiful palette. So we're going to do 2 different eye looks today. So anywho, that's what we decided to do. We decided to just renew. We're going to end up seeing what happens in 8 months. And plus, this is going to be kind of like a better chance for us because like I don't know if you guys saw, but I recently told you guys about how Corey got a promotion at work. So he applied for a corporate position with Walt Disney World, and he was definitely qualified for the position, but the only reason why he didn't get it is because he didn't have managerial experience, which is just so frustrating because I've applied to so many different jobs just because I'm always on the hunt to see if I can find a remote job. That way I can just kind of work from home and still focus a lot on my content. But so many places want experience, but nobody's willing to give the experience. Like, nobody is willing to give the experience. So it's like, at some point, can you just cut someone a break? Let's just like give them the experience. Like, no one's willing to give the experience. So they all want 5-6+ years of experience, but no one's willing to actually give you the time of day to get said experience. It's just a really frustrating situation, this damn job market. But anywho, I was very proud of Corey. Like, you know, he had a feeling that he might not get it because of the fact that he doesn't have that type of experience, but he still went for it anyway. And I definitely commend him because I know it's not an easy thing to do. I'm going to go into this shade right here. We're going to put it along our crease area. We're going to do spring and then fall. So anyway, he ended up not getting it, and he just, you know, he had a feeling. He's like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, I kind of did not expect to get it because, again, I don't have the experience. But we ended up having a wonderful conversation with a good friend of ours who's really, really high up in a company who's really high up in a company. And he pretty much told Corey that if he goes and becomes a manager where he works now, then he can literally take that and move up so quickly and move into those corporate roles that he wants. So he happened to have a conversation with his GM, and his GM is like, I'm absolutely for that. He goes, we can definitely work around you being a bartender, so you could still do your bartending, and then you could be a manager. You can get the experience under your belt, and then you can move up into the corporate world. So instead of becoming like a full-fledged manager where he works now, he would just take the experience, take the training, and then go straight to corporate is what he's trying to do. And his job is completely 1000% behind him, supporting him on this. So I thought it was really great. So now instead of working like 3 bar shifts, he will be working 5 days a week. 3 of them are going to be bar, 2 of them are going to be manager experience. And hopefully this will open up so many doors for him in the end. And yes, he still is competing. He still is absolutely competing in competitions. Like, he has a competition later this month for a Give Kids to the World charity. And then he also is participating in a TikTok competition that he has to submit his recipe for by the end of September. And if he makes it, then he gets flown out to Houston, Texas, where he gets to actually compete in front of judges. So he's still in the competitive world. He loves mixology so much. And this is just a great opportunity for him. It's a new change because, like, I'm so used to his set days, and now he's going to be gone a lot, which is a little sad for me, because it means I won't get to see him as much. But we do have one day together that we made sure that is our day, so we can still go on dates and all that type of stuff. Like, that part's not going to change, which I'm really grateful for. But, you know, he does have that new change. But at the same time, it's going to be good because it's like extra income. Like, that's just extra income for us that hopefully will have its benefit in the end. So there was that change right there. As for me, you know, I'm consistently still on the job hunt. Like I said, I'm constantly looking to see if I can find a remote job that I can do from home. I love my Disney job, but it would just be nice if I could just have a little bit of extra income, because I really, really have these dreams for me and Corey that I want to fulfill. So I'm doing whatever I can. Like I told you guys, I work at Disney. A lot of you guys ask me what I do. I'm just in office administration. That's all I do. I can't exactly say where I work and what I do, because I am guest facing, so guests can see me. And they have made it very clear at my job that they know that I do social media, which they're fine with, but they need to keep it completely separately. Like, my job and that job cannot interfere whatsoever. So I don't say where exactly I work. I just say that I work inside a theme park. And now there's been times I have said what theme park I work at. Like, I'm not afraid to say that because it's a big, massive theme park, but I won't say where at in that theme park. But I do work office administration, so I do have an office job. And I do what I guess any office administrator work does. I file, I do data entry, I do daily tasks, I answer phones, I schedule meetings, I do inboarding and outboarding, and I interact with guests. And yeah, I mean, it's just a basic, I guess, like office administrator. I help out my boss in whatever tasks they need to be fulfilled. It's a very, very easy job. I really do enjoy it. And it's kind of nice because it's a little bit different from YouTube, and it's just kind of nice because it allows me to just go out and interact with people. Because as much as I love doing YouTube, don't think I don't. I love this job more than anything. At the same time, there's times where it does get really lonely. Like, there was a point, like, prior to last year that my mental health was at its absolute lowest. And I remember I looked at Corey and I said, something needs to change, because I'm home for 12 plus hours a day and I'm in the worst mental headspace I can possibly be. And me being alone with my thoughts, like, it's killing me. I need to do something. And then this job just happened to fall in my lap, and I was just beyond grateful for it. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It really, really helped to, like, save me. So I do my Disney job, I do my YouTube job, but then I also told you guys I freelance for a beauty brand. I do customer service and influencer outreach, and then I also do editing part-time as well. So I have 2 different freelance jobs, which are very, very flexible. So it's just extra income that I could bring in. It's not a lot. Like, it's not a lot, believe me, it's not. But it's pretty much providing my income for my beauty channel at this point. So it allows me to use that income to buy new makeup for my channel instead of me touching my own or whatever I make from this. I'm able to put back into my channel, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. How beautiful this shade is. It goes between like a yellow, green, blue. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know how well it's coming off on camera, but it's such a stunning, stunning shade. Then right next to that, I am going to go to this beautiful, like, orangey shade right here because this is so pretty. And this goes between, like, an orange, yellow, like, orange, yellow, pinky vibe. It's so pretty with a little bit of green reflex to it, too. It's a beautiful multi-chrome. And we're going to take that and we're going to put that right here. All right, so for this side, we're going to definitely play with some of the pinky shades. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. Now, last week why am I shaking my hand like this? Like, what am I doing? Last week I told you guys a story about how our field that we go to take our dogs at completely caught on fire. Now, I actually had a few people in my comment section being like, how did you know the access code to the field? Because I told you guys that we don't own the field, but yet we knew the code when we were trying to give it to the trying to give it to the firefighters. Well, the reason why we know the code is because whoever does own that field and has to put in like the code, like it's like a 3-digit, like you just move the little lock over, they left the code there. Like, we walked by it one day and whoever owns it left it there. So we were like, is this the actual code? And sure as shit, we tried it. I'm gonna go into this beautiful pink shade right here. We tried it and it worked. Like, literally the code works. So we're like, all right, well, the code works, so now we know it. Because whoever went in there left it there for us to see. Now, we did take the code up and we did crumple it so no one else had the code, but that's how we ended up finding the code. But anyway, I told you guys that we were going to go down over there to go see how it looked, and we did. So we ended up going over there the other day. We took our dogs to the field, but we also just kind of wanted to see like what type of damage would be done from this fire. And I'm going to go ahead and put some images in right here so you guys can see. Thankfully, it's really just kind of a small portion of our field that caught on fire. You can definitely see where some of the tree is now going to be completely dead versus other parts of the tree. Like, there's some parts of the tree that are going to be green. Other parts definitely look like almost like fall trees, but they're not fall trees at all. They are completely burnt. And when we went over there, I was so amazed at the smell. Like, it smelled like a fire, like we were sitting by a campfire, and you know that fire, that smoke that the wood gives off when you put it like in the flame. That's how it smelled. Like, you can just sit there and smell like burnt tree. I don't know how to describe it. Burnt logs, burnt tree. And it was just such a sight to see. The ground was completely scorched. Now, I don't know if it's going to heal because that same field that I'm showing you guys right here caught on fire years ago, like 8 or 9 years ago, and it never recovered. Like, here's an image of some of the trees that are still there but are completely dead. Like, they're just dead. Leaves are never gonna go back on there because it got destroyed when it originally caught on fire. So we just kind of wanted to see what was done. I hope I captured on camera, but you could tell where the lightning like came close to the tree because there's like a line going down the tree where it looks like this is where the lightning had struck. Thankfully, firefighters got to it rather quickly, so no other fires spread, which I was very thankful for because, again, that type of stuff can catch very easily, and that fuel can burn so much. I mean, it hadn't rained in days. It was just, we were in a massive, like, I don't want to say drought, but, like, I feel like that's how close we were. I'm going to go back into the shade right here to help to blend that out. It was, you could just tell that all that area was just completely dry wood, dry trees, and it was just no wonder why it caught on fire so easily. I'm just very grateful they were able to save it. Now, I don't know where they're going to be doing it. I mean, that field has been empty for so long. Someone owns it. I don't know if it's the government that owns it or what, but somebody does own that land, because we do see people go out there and they lay down cable lines and lay down water lines, and it looks like they're going to build on it, and then like they never end up falling through, and so the lines just end up disappearing. So I don't really know what's going to become of this field. All I know is that I wish that I could buy it because it has been on sale technically since like the 70s, because we looked it up, but it just shows commercial use only. So I don't know if that's something I'm ever going to be able to truly buy, but man, if I could build a home on there, I would, because I absolutely love that field. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update as to like what was happening with that field, because I said that I would do a follow-up, and that is my follow-up. So yeah, for those who thought that I just was maybe, I don't know if you guys thought I was making up the story or what, that's how we know that, or what, but for those who are like, how do you know the code? Someone left it. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody left it. Now, fun fact, we used to have a different field that we would go to, which I told you guys about in my last video when I talked about this. We had a different field that we used to go to that we used to see this lady kind of like sneak onto. And one of the reasons why we stopped going over there is because, one, we did find this bigger field, but then two, there's like this really beautiful clearing that we used to go, and we would lay there and sunbathe during COVID times. We'd take our dogs off a leash and we just let them be in like this forest area. And we would sit there and, well, we would drink because like what else we're going to do? I'm going to go into this shade right here. Like what else we're going to do? It's like middle of the afternoon during the heart of COVID. We weren't sure if we were going back to work or not. We had no clue. So we'd sit in this field and we'd drink and we'd have a really great time. And we brought some of our friends there, and like it was just a great escape for me and Corey. Well, we decided to go back to that field probably like 6 months ago because we're like, you know, we haven't visited this spot in so long. Let's go check it out. Now, we've always known that, again, this is a private field because they have signs everywhere saying private property, no trespassing. And we were like, please, who's paying attention? Somebody's paying attention, because we walked over there. We walked over there, and I happened to look down at the ground and I said, oh, Corey, there's like corn everywhere. And he's like, what? I'm like, look, there's corn. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think somebody's like feeding the deer, because there's tons of deer and tons of like wildlife out in these woods where we go. And you can see where they definitely have laid out what looks like corn, right? And so we started to walk a little bit further, and I stopped dead. And Corey's like, hey, why are you stopping? Because I happened to notice that this person had put up, I'm going to go into this shade right here. I happened to notice that there was a trail cam tied around a tree. And I was like, oh my God. I'm going to go in with this shade. Look at this beautiful multi-chrome again. So stunning. I happened to notice a trail cam, and I was like, oh my God, Corey. He's like, what? I'm like, there's a trail cam right here. He's like, oh my God, are you serious? And we looked, and there it is. Luckily, I spotted it. I mean, I don't know if it spotted me, but I did spot that trail cam. So we stopped before hopefully we got on the footage. I don't know. Now, could that I think with the way the trails cam work, I think it's not a live feed. I think like someone has to go in and like remove the storage footage and like go and like watch. So I don't know why the person has a trail cam where they have it, because it's like, I'm not kidding, it's really like, it's off the beaten path, hidden somewhere in the woods where we found this path years ago, and now there's a trail cam there. So I don't know what inspired this person who owns this land to do it, but I was just like, oh dear God, how long has it been there? You know what I mean? I wasn't exactly sure how long it's been there for, but all I know is that we have not gone back to that field since I did see that. Now, I have seen the person who owns that field, because I've seen them pull their truck into that area, and I almost wanted to like pull over one day when I saw them and be like, hey, are you okay if we use your field so we let our dogs run around in? But I got scared, so I just kept driving because I didn't want to bother the old man. But let me go ahead and clean this up. I'm going to throw on some lashes. I'm just going to go in with the bubble mascara right here along with the half lash, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that the half lashes are on, we're going to go ahead and move on to the rest of the face and probably get to the star of the show as to why you guys are here. So we're going to go into the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. So I'm sure you guys are all wanting to know about what is happening to me when it comes to somebody stealing my content on YouTube. So I've had people ask me, how did I originally find out? So I'm going to go ahead and kind of start from the backstory. So YouTube has this program that they let creators know whether or not someone is using your work. So over on your YouTube Studio page, you get to see like your comment section, your analytics, your earnings. You get to see how your video is performing, and then they have a section for copyright. And every so often, I just go and look to see, is there anyone copying me? And for most times, there's not. 9 times out of 10, I've never seen anything there. So I was like, okay, cool. So I don't ever really check it. I'm gonna try this out as foundation. I tried this out as concealer. I freaking hate it. But I freaking hate it. But I've seen all these little influencers being like, it's a great foundation. Well, shit. Let's try it as a foundation. And if I don't like it, we're gonna go in with the True Match to kind of go with that. So I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna do like some oh God, some streaks. It's too liquidy. Okay, I'm gonna also mix it with my True Match because there's just no way. So anyway, back in like October, I happened to just look in that section and I happened to see that someone did take one of my videos and upload it as their own. But whenever that happens, whenever someone takes one of your YouTube videos, YouTube is very quick to notify you, like, hey, someone is infringing on someone's infringing on your property. Do you want us to remove it? And I'm just like, yes, I had this happen in October, because they're really quick to notify you. So I just happened to look, like, I haven't checked the section in a long time, and I saw that this person called Donna Torres had uploaded 6 of my videos, and I was like, what? Like, okay. And I was able to immediately request for a takedown, because again, they took them straight from my YouTube channel. So that is really easy to get that removed, because it's like YouTube can definitely verify that this is already uploaded to my platform. So it's really easy to move. But something told me to go ahead and just look at their channel. And when I did, I saw that they had 73 other videos of mine. Now, granted, all these videos are from my TikTok. And they're all from 2020, 2021. Like, all these are really, really old TikToks. I'm just like, why are you posting, like, why are you stealing my really, really old TikToks, first off? Secondly, like, it is just, like, the weirdest thing. When you go to their page, one of their long form videos is a video of me dancing with Chris Collins and Kaya standing on my desk behind me. And I'm just like, this is so freaking weird. And it's so violating. It just feels so weird. And it's one thing if someone's just trying to upload it going, oh my god, I absolutely love Allie Dawson's video, this and that. No, they were literally leaving captions as if it were their own video. And the thing is, though, you can see when they uploaded it, they also are uploading it on like July 24th, July 25th. So this is very new, mind you. This is a very new recent upload that they started doing. So I was like, this is just the weirdest thing. Like, I felt completely just like dumbfounded, and I was like, oh my gosh. Now, because the fact that it is, I'm gonna go into the Milani bronzer right here, because this is now they're taking my TikToks and not my YouTube. Now this is a different process, because before I could just link my YouTube videos and be like, look, they're stealing my YouTube videos, it's a very easy takedown. But because it's TikTok, that is a completely different entity, that is a completely different platform. So now I have to go in, if I want to, and individually copyright strike every single video. And the way to do that is I go on to my TikTok, I link my TikTok video in the complaint form, and then I link their video in the complaint form, and then I state, this is my video, they are infringing on my intellectual property, this is against YouTube's copyright and infringement rules that you guys have in place, can you please take this video down? And then I have to wait for them to manually remove the video. And the reason I know this, because I had to do this for 3 other videos, that I was able to be like, this is my work. So I was like, you know what, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work to do. I was like, why don't I just go ahead and ask for them to completely remove the channel as a whole? Like, I can do a complete channel removal. So I was like, okay, perfect. How do I go about doing that? Because I've never done this before, right? I've never asked for YouTube to remove someone's channel because, well, this has never happened. And so I requested for the channel to be removed. And the only way to do that is you have to fill out this form. I go to fill out this form, and this form, suddenly, I go to fill out this form and I have to put in like their information, like their channel name, my channel name, and then I have to provide like evidence that they are stealing my content. So I was like, okay, easy. It's very obvious they're stealing my content. And then I also have to, unfortunately for me, I have to submit a government issue ID to verify that I am who I say I am. And you know what? I get that, because I just talked about this in my new makeup releases about how YouTube is going to start asking people to, you know, to upload their ID to continue to enjoy their products, which, by the way, I didn't mean to freak you guys out. If you guys actually look at the article, it doesn't say that every single user is going to have to faces. It's just those that they deem suspicious. So like, if you've had your channel established for a long time, I don't think they're really going to be looking into you. If you're not sitting here watching, you know, 500 kid videos, I don't think they're going to look into you. Like, I think it's only going to apply to like certain people that they think might be suspicious. I don't think it's going to apply to everybody. But again, I'm just stating what I read on the one article. There's quite a few articles that are out about it right now. If you guys do want to do some research on it, and you guys can find out what YouTube is meaning. But like I said, I don't think that's something we're going to necessarily be affected with, especially because like a lot of you guys have had your channels established for at least 5 years. Because I've seen a lot of you guys on my channel for 5 years. So I don't think that you would be 13, you know, signing up at 13 is still, I mean, I guess, because if you did sign up at 13 and you're watching now, you're 18, so you're still of age. But yeah, anyway, there's some different deep dive videos on it if you guys want to go check that out. So anyway, I had to submit a picture of my ID to verify that I am the creator who is that I am the creator that I say that I am, and I'm filing a complaint against this person who's stealing my content. So I submit the email, and when I submitted the email, nothing happened. And I was like, submit. Nothing was happening. The form was not working. And I was like, this form is not working. I sent in like 11 pieces of evidence to prove that they are literally stealing my TikToks and uploading it as their own. So I was like, what do I do? So I do a little bit of research, and I find an actual like email address that I find the actual like creator support email to actually email these people to get this request put through. And unfortunately for me, like I know that a lot of creators out there do have like a YouTube manager. I don't have one. I'm too small of a content creator, so they'll never assign me a YouTube support person, like someone that I can talk to directly. I'm too small of a content creator, so I don't have somebody. So it is what it is. Like, it's fine. But I had to go find this email. I had to do a little bit of research. I found this email, and I ended up emailing people, filing my complaint saying, hey, this is what's going on. Again, I provided all the details to show that this is my work, that this person's infringing on my property, on my intellectual property. Can you please take down their channel, or at least remove all the videos? They got back to me at like 4 o'clock in the morning the next day, and they pretty much was like, well, let me show you what our YouTube infringement and copyright policy is. This is what the rules are. So just make sure that you know the policy firsthand. And when I saw that, I immediately got pissed, and I was like, what do you mean? I know what the rules are. I'm filing a complaint. What they're doing is literally what your policy states, that is completely against the rules. Why are you sitting here responding back to me with what your copyright infringement rules are? And I literally responded back to the person being like, I understand exactly what the YouTube copyright infringement policy is. That is why I reached out to you guys in the first place. I'm reaching out because someone is clearly infringing on my intellectual work. Per your policy, they're clearly breaking your copyright and infringement policy. Per your rules is exactly what I said back in the email. Because I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm filing a complaint because they're doing exactly what you guys said that you are trying to protect against. And as a creator, it feels extremely it's just the weirdest feeling. Like, some people said, oh, take it as a compliment. I don't take it as a compliment. I don't take it as a compliment at all. I don't take it as flattery. I take it as just creepy. Absolutely creepy to have someone like taking my content and just pretending that it's them and uploading it. Because like, what happens if like, I don't know, someone comes across it and they don't know who I am, and they start following that person thinking that's that person, right? Like, it's just the weirdest thing, that thinking that someone could be following somebody, thinking that they're talking to me or what they think could be me. It's so weird. And I don't know how bigger content creators deal with this. It's makes me feel very weird about it. I get really uncomfortable because I just don't want someone to think that it's me when it's not. And you just don't know. You just don't know how people are on the internet. You don't know why they are pretending that you are not. Like, I don't know. I don't know how, like I said, the bigger content creators deal with it, because ain't no way. Especially like, what happens if like for some reason their video that of me pops off and it gets like millions of views, and now people are going to think I'm the copier, that I'm stealing their work. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen time and time again over on TikTok, where somebody has posted their video and then somebody reposted the video pretending to that person, and it popped off and it gained so many more views. That person got thousands of followers off of it when it's not even their work, it's somebody else's. And it's just the weirdest thing to me. Like, I know you guys don't like Michaela Nagori, and I understand that, but I will say she's a perfect example of people stealing her work and pretending to be her. My friend Cody J, he has shown me his TikTok. There's like 15, 16 different TikTok accounts, all pretending to be him, uploading his content, pretending to be him. And it's just the weirdest, most creepiest, most violating thing. And I don't like it. And it just makes me feel some type of way. I don't know. I get weirded out by it. So I'm being completely open and real with you guys. So anyway, I responded back to that person, clearly stating that I know what their policy is, and that is why I'm reaching out, because I want them to take down this channel because they're clearly violating it. So they responded back to me. This time I got in touch. They responded back to me saying, unfortunately, I can't help you with the case. I'm going to have to pass you to a specialist who deals with this. So I got passed to a specialist. And mind you, this is all one email a day, mind you. Okay, so this is me fighting this since I saw this last week. I have been fighting this nonstop. So this contact specialist got in touch with me, and they pretty much reached out and were like, before we help you out, have you tried submitting the submit removal request form? And I'm like, yes, it doesn't work. So they responded back going, okay, since you say it doesn't work, we need you to send us proof that it doesn't work? Did you clear your cookies? Did you go into incognito mode? Did you go use, instead of using Chrome, use Microsoft Edge as a different browser? Did you sign out? Did you do this? Did you do that? If you've done all of these and none of these work, then you can reach out to us and someone will manually look into the case for you. And in order for us to do that, you need to sit here and send a screenshot or a screen recording of you following all these steps to make sure that you followed everything I told you in this email. And if it still doesn't work, then you let us know what the error code is, and then we can proceed and help you move forward. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I have to jump through hoops to clearly get this channel taken down when I have provided you literally so much evidence. I provided my government issued ID. I provided all my videos that show these are my videos, comparing them to her videos, being like, this is my work. I got pissed. And I was like, this is unbelievable. Like, this is completely unbelievable. So I ended up trying that form once again, because I'm just like, okay, well, let me go ahead and be a little petty and let me just screen record myself doing this so I could show you guys like, hey, this is not working. And lo and behold, the universe had a really good laugh at me because they went, Joseph knew, now the form is working. So I submitted the form because now it's working. So I was like, okay, well, I guess there's really no need to get back to this person because like they're not really wanting to help. They just want to make sure they tell me how to get the form to work, which is just frustrating. So I submit the form, and then I get an email at like 4 o'clock in the morning the next day from somebody on the YouTube team saying that I'm not allowed to submit a picture of my driver's license. It cannot be a picture that I take on my phone to submit. I actually have to scan my driver's license in. And I said, okay, whatever. If they want me to have a scanned copy in, I'll send a scanned copy in. So I plugged in my scanner and I sent in a scanned copy to once again prove that this is my photo ID. Like it sucks because I have to do it as a creator to protect my work. And if that means I gotta submit my ID to protect myself and protect my hard work, then I'm gonna do it, right? I'm gonna do it. So I scan it in, I send the email, and again, they take forever to respond. They respond back the next day at 4 a.m. By the way, I freaking love this palette. So I send it in, and then I get an email the next day that says that I need to take a picture with me holding my driver's license because they couldn't validate the scanned copy. And I was like, what do you mean you can't validate my scanned copy? Like, what the heck? So I think I just laughed. I think I just audibly laughed when I got that email. I think it was like Saturday morning I got that email. I think I literally just audibly freaking laughed because what else was I supposed to do? What else was I supposed to do? And my husband looked at it and goes, well, to be fair, it does kind of look like you can Photoshop like this. This looks like a Photoshop image. I'm like, but it's not. It's just a scanned copy of my freaking driver's license like they asked. So then I had to sit here and take a picture holding my driver's license. And so I sent that to them and I said, here's a picture of me holding my driver's license. Can we please proceed forward to get this channel taken down? I finally heard from YouTube this morning at 4 a.m. again saying, thank you so much for submitting that photo. We are now going to look into your request. So I don't have an update for you guys. I was really hoping that by the time I filmed this video that there would be some sort of like update where I could be like, hey guys, this is what's kind of going on with my channel. Hey guys, this is kind of going on with the whole someone stealing my videos and uploading it. But unfortunately, I don't have an update because YouTube is just taking their time. And it's really frustrating as a content creator because if they were to just take 5 minutes out of their day, they can see that this person's clearly violating their copyright and infringement policy. I literally got an email this morning about filling out a survey with my interaction with YouTube as a whole. And I gave them a 1 star. And I pretty much expressed how frustrating, I'm going to spray this in my face. I freaking love this. I pretty much explained how frustrating it is as a content creator to reach out to you guys for help. And you guys are just making me go through hoops to prove who I am as a content creator. And if you guys would just take 5 minutes out of your day and actually have human eyes look at this, you can clearly see that this channel is pretending to be me. They've uploaded all my old content. And all I'm requesting is you guys to take down those videos. It's a simple request. I said it just takes 5 minutes every day for somebody to actually view it and not have me jump through hoops. I have like 1,400 videos on my channel that are me, that I worked hard for. It's very obvious. Look at my follower count versus their follower count. Like, how could you not tell? It's a very frustrating and very disappointing process, and it makes me feel some type of way. And I'm gonna go back into this palette. I'm gonna go into this shadow right here to go right underneath this eye. It's just a very frustrating process, and it just makes me just feel kind of defeated as a creator that this can just so easily happen, that someone could just take your work and then nothing be done about it. And in order for you to get anything done, you have to jump through hoops to get them to get them to do anything. And it's just like, I shouldn't have to go through this hassle of trying to get this channel taken down or trying to get those videos taken down when it's clearly a violation of their policy. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Unfortunately, I don't have a better update for you guys. I appreciate all of you guys who have gone and reported the channel. It does help, just so you guys know, it does help when people are going in and reporting the videos. It does, because it starts to flag that channel in the system. So hopefully something can be done, and hopefully by the time I talk about this again, we will have some sort of results, whether or not that will have some sort of results. I'm going to go into this channel, this color right here for this. I'm hoping we'll have some sort of results, but we shall see what happens. But for all you guys who have taken the time out of your day to report that channel, just know I'm so appreciative of you guys, and I'm so sorry that I just kind of like, I feel like I just kind of yelled at you guys, telling you guys what's going on, but I'm so frustrated. I'm just so frustrated. It just makes me feel so weird knowing that there's someone out there pretending to be me. And I've already had some creepy situations in my life when it comes to viewers. Like, I've already had some creepy scenarios where some men have reached out to me to express their desire, and it makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable because I don't know them, and some of the ways that they talk to me, it's just very weird. And my husband has seen it. Like, I show him the messages, like, do you see this? And he's like, Jesus. And I'm like, it's weird. So what happens if, like, you know, I'm just going to throw this out there. What happens if this person starts interacting with one of those people and they think that they're somehow going to get into a relationship with me? It's almost like that show freaking Catfish. It's so weird. It's just so weird. Funny about this whole situation is that I get told from people in my real life, mind you, not people on here, but people in my real life, that I'm too open on the internet, that I share too much information. Like, there's stories that I should just never tell you guys. But I always think to myself, well, why would I not tell you guys? Like, you guys are my friends. I built this community up as a safe space for all of us to come enjoy makeup and hang out, and I like sharing my life with you guys. Like, you guys are always so sweet. You guys share your life with me in my DMs and in my comment section. You guys interact with each other. I've had people form friendships from my community, and it's just a really overall beautiful community. So, like, why would I not want to share what's happening in my life with you guys? But I get told that I share too much at times. I need to tone it down, but no, I like telling you guys things. I'm just going to quickly use my brow laminator right here. It's a really good brow product. I'm going to go back in this palette one more time, by the way. I'm just going to take this shade to go in the inner corner and brow bone on both eye looks. I was able to utilize all the shades in this palette, which I'm very grateful for. This is such a pretty palette. It's such a pretty palette. It's supposed to be spring and autumn, and I think they did a really good job with that. Oh my god, this shade is beautiful. Like, you guys need to see how beautiful this shade is. Like, so pretty. I'm gonna share my life with you guys, by the way. I really hope you guys do decide to follow me over on TikTok. I really hope you guys do decide to follow me on TikTok. It is just Allie Dawson 89, because I'm gonna be posting some more, I guess, like, behind the scenes video. Like, I just filmed a day in my life video because I just wanted to show people what it's truly like being a content creator, at least like a small beauty content creator over on TikTok, because most people just see like this glamorous life, right? Like, you have all these big influencers that show all this money and how they get to live this glorious, glamorous life. And I just wanted to show, like, the reality of how it truly is, because I don't live a glamorous life. Like, I work technically 4 jobs. And I wanted to show that. Like, I wanted to show that for people who think that, like, it's all great and dandy being a content creator and you can make all this money. And yeah, you can if you make it. And I definitely have not made it, and that's completely okay. Like, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with my life. And so if you guys want to see some behind the scenes stuff, you guys should definitely consider following me over there. It definitely does help me out. I have 10.7 thousand followers over there. It's the wildest thing. And I only get like 200 or 300 views on my videos, but I don't even care. It's just a lot of fun. Like, making some short form content, I find, is actually a lot of fun. And sometimes it is a little bit easier than long form, depending on what it is. But it would just mean a lot to me, guys, if you guys follow me over there. I also have my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, you absolutely should. because I just hit 20,000 followers over on Instagram. Now, I usually would have made a post about it, like, oh my God, thank you guys so much. But I'm not going to. I'm putting this on because it's my favorite. I'm not going to because I'm so scared I'm going to lose those followers. Because Instagram, I swear to God, I lose more than I gain. So, like, I want to be like, oh my God, I hit 20,000. Thank you guys so much. But then I was also like, knowing my luck, I'd post it. Then I would go back to saying 19.9 because people unfollow like crazy. So I'm just like, I'm just not going to say anything. But again, if you guys want to follow me, it is just Allie Dawson 89 as well. It definitely would mean a lot to me. I know that when it comes to brands and like getting brands to notice you, they only look at your follower count at this point. So it would mean a lot. And then we're gonna go into the Maybelline Lifter Liner. This is gonna be in the shade called Out of Line. I know that drugstore is getting to be just as expensive as high end. Let me tell you, I still absolutely love drugstore makeup, and it would just be a dream of mine to get PR from drugstore brands. Like, I know that Maybelline sends me stuff every once in a while, but man, I just really love a good drugstore moment because I feel like their makeup quality is just as good as high-end, if not better half the time. Like, I love it so much. I'm going to top off my gloss with the Lifter. I just love drugstore makeup so much. Like, this is pretty much a full face of drugstore makeup minus like 2 to 3 items. I'm going to go with my Lifter gloss right here. This is going to be the shade called Silk. Look at how pretty these glosses are. Ah, it's so gorgeous. All right, guys, this is the final look right here. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys out, and we're gonna wrap up this video. Alrighty, so to quickly wrap up this video, I am gonna do my scent of the day. I'm trying to implement a little bit more content, or a little bit different content into my videos. You guys say you like seeing different things, and I don't always want to be so, repetitive, and I feel like I am, and I'm so sorry. I know there's a thing called viewer fatigue, and I feel like that's really what's been happening. So I'm implementing more Shop My Stashes, some more book content, and I'm gonna do a little bit of fragrance. So for today's fragrance, I do have 2. I tell you guys I like to layer. I already have my lotion on, but I'm gonna go in with the Ellis. This is gonna be the Queen's Caramel Perfume. Now I'm gonna hit my key points. So I'm just gonna hit right here, which is honestly, it's so weird, but it's the back of my neck. Do 1 squirt there, ear, and then I'm gonna do my wrist. Now the key is you don't rub it, you just press, and that's gonna be for the caramel. And then I'm gonna mix it with the Apple Love from Ellis Brooklyn as well. This is a phenomenal combination. This is gonna make me smell like a caramel apple, perfect for fall. Now for this one, I'm gonna hit my shoulder right there, and I'm gonna hit my front. And that's pretty much it. That is literally mixing the 2 scents together. This has been my go-to combination ever since I got this in PR. And literally the amount of compliments that I get, it's insane. Whenever I go to work, my coworkers will come up and go, you smell so good. What do you do? And I'm like, I just layer. Like, I literally just layer. Now, normally I have spray in my hair. So I do have a Way, I do have the Way St. Bart's in my hair. And then I do put this on my body. And I also have a little bit of body lotion and body oil as well in my body to really help to lock in that scent. And this has just been a go-to combo of mine. So I will make sure I list everything more on my face down below. I really, really, really love doing a full face of drugstore makeup. If you guys have a full face of drugstore makeup that you guys want me to check out, please list all the brands or all the makeup products you guys want to try out. I want to do another full face of drugstore makeup from your suggestions. So please leave me suggestions down below. But hopefully you guys like this Chatty Get Ready With Me. I'm sure it's kind of all over the place. I feel like I was just kind of yelling at you guys at some point, but I'm just frustrated as a content creator that my hard work is just being stolen and YouTube is not doing anything to do. YouTube is not really helping me out at the moment, but hopefully next time I talk about this issue, we will have a wonderful update, but time will tell. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.